Welcome to the dish, and welcome back, Teri. How the heck are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Real good.
Yeah, I'm feeling all kind of nervous and
Ooh,
stuff
me
because,
too. Me too.
the tension is
Yeah,
palpable.
it
But
is culpable, and I think tomorrow it's going to be a rough night tonight sleeping because I don't know. I
I
think
know.
I think it's going to hit the fan tomorrow on the Bold and Beautiful.
Oh,
Don't you?
I'm hearing a prediction coming up.
Ah, yes. And I'm
Okay.
interested in yours as well. So let's get started.
All right.
All right. So the Liam storyline continues with the whole brain tumor thing.
Yes.
Although it's kind of been a little quiet lately since Liam made his last circuit around talking to everyone like he does.
It was nice though you caught the episode with Hope talking to him saying you got to tell your dad and your brothers. So hopefully he'll do that. But
He has not. Yeah, right, though.
no.
I didn't miss that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep. And of
Dollar
course, we'll
bill.
get into it here too, but Dollar Bill made a reappearance lately, or today again, too. So that was kind
Yes.
of interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, the main storyline, as you know, Teri, is the Luna starting to. She's on
She's
her
off
way.
the rails.
She's on
That's
her way. She's
yeah.
going off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
So the last week or so on the Bold, they've been kind of talking about, everybody close to her is kind of exhibiting concern for her either in person or to others as they, people like to chat on the show
Which
about
is
all their problems.
the crazy part is so here's Sheila. I mean, really defending Steffi
I
and that,
know.
and they just stand there and keep talking about it.
I know.
But then you finally find out that she has been trying to call Finn and Steffi, but they won't answer.
They won't answer their phones because they're so PO'd.
Send a text.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or get
Or
somebody
drive
else
over
to
there.
call. Yes, or get somebody else to call. It's like why are they keep to me this is dragged out so long and I'm waiting for where's the armed guard for Steffi. But anyway,
Whoa, you think they
that
can
would make
afford?
too much
Terry,
sense.
do you think they can afford it? An armed guard?
Boy, I don't know. Could they hire you?
They could hire me. Although the way things are going,
Mark Taylor makes
I
an
won't go
appearance.
there right now.
Well, yeah,
I was going to
that's
say California, but I
yeah,
won't go there right now.
yeah.
All right. So Sheila, as her, you mentioned her as her grandmother, is. I'm like, oh my God, is she showing some sanity here, or what the hell?
Yes,
Interesting.
yes, it is.
I'm all of a sudden Sheila looks normal compared to Luna. Interesting.
Yeah, which is that's weird.
That's some work. That takes a little work, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Luna, the main obsession here that she's flipping out over now lately is the wanting to have a relationship with her father, her natural father, Finn.
Yes.
She showed up at his house recently, and her and Steffi had a little powwow.
Mm-hmm.
And Steffi later, as she does, made it very clear to her that you're not welcome, and basically leave town.
Well,
And,
yeah. I mean, a rational person sits back and listens to that and thinks, yeah, you're crazy and you tried to kill me? Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
you're not just
No.
crazy, Terry. You're batshit crazy.
Yes, you are. Huh?
Yes.
That's
So that's kind of what it's all about. So today things kind of got interesting. So today Luna showed up at Finn's house
again.
and Steffi this time was not home, and Finn was with Hayes, their son, and Hayes must have been napping in the bedroom that's off the living room, and he wakes up and comes out, and Finn shuffles Luna away into the kitchen so he doesn't know she's there, and then Finn proceeds to demonstrates abilities to be Father of the Year with Hayes.
Yes. Well, because he had dreamt about zombies, or
Yes, yes,
because he had
exactly.
been watching that.
Right.
And, you know, and then seeing Luna standing in the background, like, oh, he could be, that's how my
Oh my
dad
God,
should be with me, and he's
I got
not.
cheated.
Yeah, yeah. You had nothing to do with it, right? Yeah. Take no responsibility whatsoever. But I
You're
have
not
to
buying
say,
it, Terry.
not at all. So, did you see the episode there with Remy?
Yes, where I had that on my thing here too, where
Yes.
he Remy and her. I might have skipped over that. Thanks for bringing it up. So Remy was out at the range with Luna. Luna
Yes.
was there, and then Remy comes and she. Now tell me, Terry. She
Mm.
gets out this little. She's got the target on downrange on the range. She
Huh?
draws up the target. She puts a picture of Steffi on, and then runs the target back down, and then shoots at it and puts two right here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm thinking, I've shot a handgun for 30 years. That's pretty
Hmm.
good shooting, Terry, for somebody who hasn't shot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I was wondering what your reaction would be because
That's
I'm
my
thinking
reaction.
there's not a snowball's
Not a
chance.
chance in hell that
No.
she could be that accurate. A handgun is very hard. You have to practice a lot to get very
Yes.
accurate.
I would imagine that. What I was waiting for is for her to, instead of doing this.
Yeah, the old gangster.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like that. What is that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how the gangsters do it on the shows. I always
Uh-huh.
love that when I see that.
I'll
Yeah, isn't that fun?
bet. It looks stupid.
It does.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
it's for
stupid.
drama,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
dramatic flavor.
Yes.
Okay, so now Steffi comes home. Shit hits the fan.
Yes.
She's not happy. She tells Luna, well, both and Finn's is aggressive in the last
Yes.
couple of days here as he has
I've been
all
impressed by
along.
that.
Yeah, he's putting the
Yes.
law down. I'm done.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Luna,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think she got the message today. So she walks out of the house. And she slowed down and stopped. Now, I want to get into a little more detail with you on this, but so she walks out, and the show ends with her lurking outside the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And then she
Interesting.
gets that look on her face, that sort of smirk.
Makes you wonder, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
All right. So I want to
Okay.
go into a little new segment with you now.
Okay.
It's interesting facts and our soap dish insight and predictions.
Okay. Let's roll.
Your favorite actor, Terry, Nick Barone, who's played by Jack Wagner, is coming back. The research department found out late this afternoon. This is breaking news, Terry. I should have a little banner that comes across
Yes.
the bottom of the screen that says breaking news.
Yeah. At
So
least
anyway.
a sound effect.
Yeah, I have to get more expensive graphics.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Or just go.
Yeah, or just go.
Breaking news.
It's like the helicopter flying over.
Yes.
Terry, you could be my traffic reporter on Soap Dish.
Yes, I
You
could.
could go like this as you talk. You go, yeah,
Well-
494 is looking a little.
And you know what's funny is that I was reporting traffic on KFan, and it was back when Paul Majors
Oh,
was
that goes back a
the
few
big
years.
anchor. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Yeah, he's
In Minneapolis,
was in
St.
LA
Paul.
now.
Yep.
And he did that when I came on. He was
Did he?
sitting there. Yeah, he was on with
That's funny.
I don't know who it was, Bob Yates Krasaki, and he's doing this while I'm doing my report. It was pretty fun.
I bet it was. He was kind of a
Yeah.
character, I think.
He
anyway,
was a
wasn't
great guy.
I've
he
heard
was-
he
he
was.
was-
Just,
he was
just
really
kind of a
good.
character. Yeah,
Good
nice
people.
guy. Yeah, that's good. It's good when you hear that about people because sometimes you don't hear that. So it's good.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, what do you think about the whole Nick Barone thing, Terry?
Well, it's interesting.
You thought he
They
was
need-
handsome in previous
He's
episodes
good
that we've
looking.
done. Yeah,
He's good looking.
He's good looking.
I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe. I mean, they were.
I like it though.
I do too, because it's about time Brooke
Yes.
gets another
Amen,
love
Teri.
interest. Yeah, I'm sick of the Bridge thing and Taylor and, let it go. And people keep trying to push Ridge back to Brooke, all the sisters, and even Eric, and it's getting old. Let's just move along from that one. I would like to get over that.
I would too.
Okay. So
Me
that's
too,
settled.
Teri.
We're glad
Yeah.
we
We at Soapdish are glad.
Nick is back.
Bring
Or
Brooke a
will
new
be.
romance. We want that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm curious about this other part that you have written down
Yeah.
here.
All right. So the other thing our research department uncovered today was they were talking about. You brought them up. No, it's Hayes. They were talking about Hayes.
Yes.
So Hayes, the on Soaps.com, I'll give them the credit because I scooped it. They have a term called SORAS, and it's soap opera rapid aging syndrome. So it's when they go from 2 years old to like 15, and it's like 6 months later.
Uh-huh. Yes, they do.
Yeah. So
It's
I thought that was
amazing.
funny. I thought that was funny.
That's
it's-
a
yeah,
good term. I
It
like
is
that.
a good term. Yeah,
Good job.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Thanks. All right, so now is my last. This is the next question. It's kind of a prediction, but it's also what would you do?
Okay.
What would you do, Teri, if you were the director, producer of The Bold on the script? If you looked at the script where it is today, where would you go with it? What would you do?
First thing I do is have Luna kidnap Hayes.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Yes. Because then
I thought
they
maybe that was
have
going to
to
happen
connect.
today, Teri, but maybe it'll happen tomorrow.
No, I think it's I would write that in. I would
Would
write
ya?
that in. Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I would probably write something about Sheila stepping in. Here's another thought. Sheila steps in and takes a bullet.
Ooh. Where she shows up at the house now and there's a confrontation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
That's,
that.
I mean,
I think that would be a great storyline.
And the other thing that's weird is so let's say she does show up and Steffy's there. And so Steffy starts yelling about Sheila, and Sheila really is trying to help. And maybe she steps in front of Steffy and
Sheila
takes a
does.
bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I could see that actually.
I mean, I don't know.
That would be a good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Are you making a prediction, or is that what you would do?
That's a prediction. I would write in that Luna kidnaps Hayes.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
would
a
too.
good storyline. I think they could really run with that.
Okay, so here's a question for you. So
Okay.
I'm going to predict something similar. If I were writing it, I would say, well, I'm going to predict that because I think not that, but I'm going to predict that she comes back in the house tomorrow and she shoots Steffy and Finn both. And she shoots Finn by accident, but he gets shot.
Yeah.
And so does Steffy purposely.
Yes.
And she kidnaps Hayes. And then Steffy, because she's going to have a baby. The other thing I read today, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm trying to say her Woods, Michaela Woods, what's her name?
Yeah.
Steffy in real life.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Woods or whatever.
Yes.
I'm
McInnes
close, anyway.
Woods, something, yes.
She, there's some reports that she's having twins in real life.
Oh my God. No wonder she looks so
She's already got a
huge.
4 or 5 kids.
Yeah.
She could feel the basketball team.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And she still looks that fabulous.
Yeah. You could tell.
That is so unfair.
Oh, I know. It is
Holy
unfair. Yeah, I agree.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's what's going to happen. But I'm kind of curious to see then what are they going to do with Steffy while she's out on her real life maternity leave. I think that'll be interesting because I think they're going to have to lay her up or something. I don't see them writing her off.
Oh no,
her character's too big.
No, she's too important to the show.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that would be awful to write her off, and I'm sure she doesn't want to.
No.
But I think that
she's got mouths to feed, Teri. She's got to work.
Yes, she does. She seems to do a lot of work in a lot of ways. Anyway, but I do.
I'll leave that alone.
Yep. I do think that, let's add to your prediction that she's shot as well. And let's put both Finn and Steffy in the hospital, but Finn gets better quicker while Steffy
is in a coma.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what I think. It'll be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think they'll, because I almost think something has to happen to Finn for her to get Hayes out of the house.
Yes.
So that's why I'm going to predict that somehow he gets shot.
That's a really good one. I hadn't thought of it. So, yeah.
So we'll see. It'll be just, hey, Teri, it'll be a reenactment of that shooting in the alley way back when. Only it was her grandmother.
Yeah.
Hey, shooting people runs in the family.
I guess. Yeah. What a couple. You know what's interesting though is there's still that storyline with Bill. I'm real curious to see what they're going to do with him. Will Bill come to the rescue?
Yeah. Because he was seeing Lee today at the hospital and they were talking about it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, it's so I gotta say though, the young woman playing Luna, really good actress, really a good actress too. She's played that real well.
And I remember, Teri, you and I talking about it when she was holding Steffy hostage in the past in that cage.
Mm-hmm.
And she did, I remember you and I talking about that back then, and that she did a great job of, playing that role back when. She's a good actress, I agree.
She is. Yeah.
Yep. So, wowza, man.
I'm exhausted.
Do you have any other thoughts before we close?
I'm kind of wondering, like I said, with this Bill thing, I'm wondering, well, first off, when is he going to find out about Liam? I think that's going to happen. But I keep thinking that he's going to have something to do with the Luna thing, and maybe that's how he redeems himself. Maybe he gets shot.
Bill?
Yeah. In some way, accidentally, of course,
yeah.
But I don't know. I'll just throw that one out there for the heck of it. Let's see what shakes loose.
Just add a little more to it, right?
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if it's all. Don't you think this is all going to come to a head tomorrow on Friday?
I hope so, because to be honest with you, the storylines, it has been so dragged out, everything. Yeah. That it's getting tiresome. They need to get some action going.
Yeah.
So I think fingers crossed.
Do you think the writers what do you think? Do they actually read like blogs or social media or these soap blogs, or do you think they kind of get a pulse of what the public's thinking about their stories, etc.?
Yeah, I think they need to.
So. I would think
it would be foolish not to.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're playing to your audience, so it only makes sense that you would.
So hopefully they watch our podcast.
I'm sure they do.
I bet they do too, Teri.
Yeah, of course. That's why we make the big money doing this.
That's right. That's where all the cash is in this gig. All right, that's all I've got.
Me too, bud.
All right, good. Well, again, stay tuned. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to be fun tomorrow on Friday.
Yeah.
Until we dish again, Teri.
Oh, keep it sudsy.
And we're out.